Hi, I'm Jared. Welcome to Fun Science Demos. And today we have a design challenge that involves birthdays. Now, who doesn't love a birthday? Take a simple cupcake, put some candles in it, and you have quite an experience. All you have to do is visit the baking aisle of a food store, and you can find all kinds of neat, cool decorations that can turn a simple, normal cupcake into something really cool. And I can't help but wonder, what if we use science and our imagination to make our own decorations for our cupcake? So let's blow out these candles and get started. Now, some really cool science happens around this cupcake when we light these candles. And it happens in the air, but we can't see it because we can't see the air. What if we make a special cupcake decoration that can actually show us what's happening in the air? Through science, we've discovered that warm air rises. I think we can build something that shows that moving air. Now, because these candles are going to be lit and there's going to be a flame, we need to use something that will not catch on fire. So we're going to be using these aluminum trays and see if we can actually get those trays spinning and moving. So to make this decoration work, I need a wooden skewer that I'm going to push down into the center of the cupcake. And now we're going to try and balance these aluminum containers on top of our skewer. Now, to balance them, we need to find the center of each container, and we're going to take a simple look at how to do that right now. To help us find the center of our aluminum containers, we're going to use a tool that scientists call a compass. We could use a ruler, but we're going to try a compass and see how that works. We're going to zoom in so you can take a closer look at how we do this. So we've zoomed in and we're showing you the inside of our aluminum container. Now what I want to do is just look at the container and find about where the center is. It looks like it's right at the base of that letter F there. Now to do this, I'm going to spread my compass. And that's going to give me a distance that allows me to check it on the other side. And as you can see, as I slide it to the other side, it lines up right on the bottom of that F, that letter F. And I know I'm about at the center, right there. So I'm going to just push down a little bit, take a marker and mark it. And now this is really the hardest part. I have to try and make a little mark on that aluminum without pushing my skewer all the way through. So we have our center, but this is the hardest part. I don't want to make a hole at our mark. I just want to rub it a little to create a little depression. To do that, I'm going to first take my skewer and rub it on the table to make sure it's not that pointy. But now I'm going to turn my skewer over and I'm going to take the flat end right on my mark, and I'm just going to start rubbing the mark with a little bit of pressure. And we're going to show you that that little bit of rubbing is going to make a depression. We'll flip the bowl over so you can see what I'm talking about. By flipping it over, you can see I've made a little area that's going to allow this aluminum container to balance on my skewer. So let's see if I can balance this. Put it on that little spot, and I'm good to go. So far our cupcake decoration looks like a little umbrella for our cupcake, but nothing's happening. It's balanced, but it's not moving. It's not moving because the air isn't moving. I need to heat this air up, and to do that, I need to light the candles. So we lit the candles, and all that's happening is the bowl is maybe tottering and teetering just a little bit, but that's not too exciting. I wonder if we could do something to our aluminum container to see if we can get it spinning. So that warm air is rising and it's hitting the bowl, but we need to direct that rising warm air in a certain direction to see if we can get that whole container spinning. And to do that, I'm going to need scissors. So we've blown off the candles. We need to do something to change our aluminum container. And to do that, I'm just going to take a scissors and start making slits to create little fins that I can bend and twist and see if I can make something happen. Now I could draw lines and measure. I could make this very scientific. I could just come in and get a starting point, and all I'm doing is just snipping the tray. Simple straight lines, work my way around. Now, this, because it's aluminum, allows me to twist and bend each fin. So all I'm doing is coming around and just twisting each one. You can see, I wonder if that's going to do something. As the warm air comes up, it's going to hit and come out of this slit, and maybe that's enough to make this spin. Let's give it a try. So let's light our candles and see what happens. And as you can see, just from the heat from my lighter, It's making our birthday topper spin. And that is a cool birthday topper. Look at that thing spin. Now the neat thing about this is we can do all kinds of really fun scientific things with this involving measurement. I could figure out how fast this is spinning. I could figure out the rate at which it spins. All I would do is put a little mark and count how many times it goes around in 1 minute. And then I could make different toppers and see which ones spin faster. I can even take this topper and see if I can make it spin faster by changing the size of my fins. What if I make those fins smaller? What if I make those fins wider? And what if I change how long my skewer is? What if I made it shorter? What if I made it higher? What if I added more candles? That's a whole lot of what ifs that allows me to do some really cool science. And then we can get artistic. We could color these aluminum containers with marker and make them look really neat. We could even try different shapes. Do you think this is gonna spin? Let's take a look. Balance it. And even this tray spins. It's a little bit slower, but I wonder if I can make it faster. Wouldn't you know it, I've used science to make a really cool decoration for our cupcakes. So we blew out our candles and our cupcake decoration isn't spinning, but I wanted to take a little bit of time and talk about, well, why does warm air rise? What's going on? Well, to do that, at the same food store, I went to the produce section where all the fruit and veggies are, and I got a nice thin bag that people put their fruit and veggies in. Now remember, don't try this without adult supervision and the right safety gear. Let's light our candles. Now, I'm going to open the bag up and carefully put it over top of my cupcake, and we should notice something. As I hold the bag over the cupcake, it looks like it's filling up with air, but no new air is coming into the bag. What is happening is that the candles are heating the air that's already in the bag. And what's happening to that air is when it heats up, it expands, it spreads out. And as it spreads out, it gets lighter. And that warm air spreads out and gets so light that if I let the bag go, it goes up, just like the rising warm air. As air heats up, it expands, it gets lighter, and it actually floats up. It goes up. Warm air rises and makes our cupcake decoration spin. Now that's science. If you want to learn more about other design challenges, or if you want to learn more about why warm air rises, check out our links. Science is so cool, and sometimes you just have to stop and try and wonder why. There's got to be some science behind that.